People always ask me, hey Tolu, how are you able to trade with such a simple strategy? Now, the problem is most traders, they like a lot of bells and whistles. They like a lot of indicators, a lot of things scattered on their charts. Well, I'm here to show you how to trade in a simple manner. It has indeed been a pleasure. My name is Tolu of CSA Forex, and you're welcome back to the channel. And if you're joining us for the first time, do smash the subscribe button. Now, this is a trade of EurUsd, how we're able to make 70 pips this week. I know that might not be much, but of course, depending on the volume that you use, of course, it will be a good handful. Now, let me quickly explain this, and this is the EurUsd 4 hours time frame, but now I'm going to drop over to the 1 hour time frame to make it a bit clearer for you. Now, if you look at what we had over here, this was a simple trade, as I said earlier. It's simple is good, and of course, the simple, the better for you. So we had here a form of support here, support, and of course, after breakout, it came back to test this area here as what? As resistance. So I got in here, and of course, stop loss was above this area here. Got in here, price went down and got to the weekly demand zone where you would expect buyers to be. Buyers have been waiting there for a little while. So on this demand support level, I decided to exit, and then I had 70 pips. From my exit over here, you notice that it has been struggling, right? So that's how we're able to get 70 good pips from the market. Now, it doesn't matter if it is 70 pips or 1,000 pips or 1 million pips or even 10 pips that you make. What matters is the consistency, and then it will amount to something once your volume, once your lot size starts to increase. So this is what we're able to do this week on the EurUsd, and yes, this was the only good trade that we had. Yesterday was Thanksgiving in the US, so of course, the dollar was a bit very slow, was very sluggish yesterday. But this is what we have now, because we need to also look at what we are expecting. Now, crossing back to the 4 hours time frame quickly, now you will notice something. You notice that now we've had this bounce here from this wedge. We had a wedge going down into the weekly demand zone. And of course, you can see that the trend has been down. This is what? This is a downtrend. So looking at this now, from what we have here from the wedge, which is obviously signaling a buy, and also from yesterday's video, you can go and watch yesterday's video as well, right? We said that there should be divergence here if you are using the RSI, which is known as the Relative Strength Index, or you're using the MACD, that's the Moving Average Convergence Divergence Indicator. But truth be told, you don't even need any indicator on your chart. Yes, you heard me right. You don't need any indicator on your chart. After a while, you can start to see the chart without anything being on the chart. If I decide to clean up everything on this chart, you can't tell me that you can't easily identify that this is a downtrend. Hey, it's your eyes that you are going to be using. I repeat, it is your eyes that you are going to be using to identify all of these levels at the end of the day, right? So now looking at what we have here, this is what I like to see. It has tested this other trend line here. You can see the test over here. It tested it here again from this point, and look at what happened. It dropped, but then it's going back. Now this is what I'm expecting to see, because this here is now an area of supply, of course, which acted as resistance. We were able to get our 70 pips. I'm expecting this to break out here, right, nicely, come back and now act as new fresh support and then push higher. Remember, we said that these areas here are very, very important, because this is an area of what? It's an area of major resistance. And of course, this matches with the fib level. If you put a fib inside into the mix, this matches with about 50.68 fib level from yesterday. Oh, beautiful. Now it matches exactly with the 61.8. And this is a fantastic area to look for shorts. Well, mind you, this is going to be on the long term, meaning that it's going to take a couple of weeks or if not even months to get here if it's going to. But of course, there are factors that we need to pay attention to. We need to pay attention to the inflation. We need to pay attention to the pandemic. It seems the coronavirus in Europe now seems to be a bit on the increase. And in other regions, it seems some people are going back to lockdown. The coronavirus, of course, has been slowed down with the vaccines, but it's not yet over. It's not yet over, I repeat, which simply means that everybody, you need to protect yourself accordingly. And that is the truth, whether we like it or not. The times that we're in now is times where we all need to be careful because of what is out there, right? So this is what I have looking at the EurUsd on the long term, and of course also how we're able to get 70 pips out of this, and then we wait till next week, right? I repeat, we wait till next week to see what the market has to offer. Let's see whether this will play out accordingly. In the economic calendar for today, we don't really have much for today. Things look a bit on the quiet side. Right now, we're going to do something now. We're just going to quickly flip over to the Forex Factory and we're going to see what we have there. And you notice we don't have much on the Forex Factory. This here for the US dollar treasury currency report, this is tentative and this has been ongoing for a little while. But the market seems a bit quiet on data for today. So we could as well have a quiet day. But don't forget also today is Friday, and Friday is notorious for profit-taking day, right? So with that said, I want to say thank you. If you want to learn how to draw your levels, how to draw support and resistance using price action on different time frames, you notice that today we're able to talk about the 1 hour time frame, looking at the 4 hours, and then we also talked about the weekly area here of demand, of support. So if you want to know how to do price action support and resistance trading, right, using that strategy on different time frames, and of course to improve using a simple strategy. I repeat, a simple strategy. You don't need too much indicators. You don't need too much bells and whistles on your chart. If you want to, there is a link in the description for a free course. Go over there and then subscribe to the free course. Learn. And if you have any questions, don't forget to comment in the section. Do me a favor as well. Give this video a like. It helps the algorithm. And of course, if you are yet to subscribe or if you are here for the first time, also it helps to smash the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that once we drop another video like this, you get notified. Today is a Friday, the 26th of November. I want to say thank you to everybody. This month is gradually rounding up, and before you know it, the festive period will be here. The market is going to slow down. You want to learn more about the business, then you need to stick around. Thank you guys. Do enjoy the rest of your day, and God bless you for now. Cheers.